Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lisa, and if you're new to the channel, I invite you to like and subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, I thank you very much for coming back to join me. So today is basically I want to talk about that little monster that's in the headlines just a little bit. And then I also want to give you an update on where I'm at, and share just a little bit about some insights I've had into the law of attraction. So let me start off by saying that uh, my oldest son went to live with his dad. I guess it's almost 2 weeks now. And his moving really had a profound effect on both myself and my mom. While we support him and want him to be happy, we miss him, and because we relied on him a lot to help us out with things, and he was a companion to both of us, and so that's kind of left a void in our life. And it was unexpected how deeply emotional the both of us were going to get over that. And with all that said, though, it did open some doors for me as far as my commitments are concerned, where I could be a little more active in my community. So I've been researching ways that I can get involved in. Unless it's canceled, my first community service will be on the 21st with an area lake cleanup. So it's just been it's been a bit of a struggle. And combined with that, the law of attraction, basically, I don't know whether to call that the law of attraction or what you want to call it, but for me, what I have been seeing in my own personal life is that I haven't really been specific enough with what I'm requesting from the universe. So I'm not really clear on what I want. And so the universe has been helping me, and this is strictly my own personal belief, and that, so my job, right now, it's a part-time job, and so my finances are a bit of an issue, and instead of being specific and asking for specifics about what would make that better, I've just asked the universe to help me. And so what's happening is, for whatever reasons, people are calling in sick, and I'm getting extra hours, and as a result, my paycheck is higher. and so I'm like going to the universe, wait a minute, harm none here, harm none, because I don't want people to get sick so I can have their hours, and I don't want them to have toothaches or what have you. So I'm learning that I need to be a lot more specific in what I request from the universe, and so that part has been a real learning experience for me. So I thought I'd share that with you. So the other thing that I'm learning is that uh, for the longest time, I guess you could call me a prepper, because that's really what I was for the longest time. And then I got away from that because I thought I'd watch too much TV. However, the current situation in our country is pretty much highlighting what happens when people are afraid of something. And it is remarkably predictable. Currently, right now, in the area where I live, people are panic buying toilet paper. And for me, I have a hard time understanding why folks are panic buying toilet paper. It's probably the one thing that's still produced in the United States, and I don't think that if I was going to panic buy something, it would be food and not toilet paper. So I suppose my feeling on the whole situation is that it, the this virus, I think, may it may have a very profound effect on our way of life as a whole. Not necessarily from the virus directly, but from the fallout from the virus because of the panic associated with it. Um, me personally, because people that I live with, and because I have chronic allergies, I'm concerned about this because people with underlying health issues are affected worse than other people. And right now it appears to me that they're not going to be able to contain this thing, and it's going to spread like the flu. So you got to take those precautions. Wash your hands. Try not to touch your face. I have a problem with that. I touch my face a lot. So for me, it's like prepare the best you can, and and do the best you can. What bothers me is that some folks take the attitude that this is all election year hype, or it's people living out their apocalypse now fantasies or gaming fantasies or something. And I'm just like, screw you people for your attitude. I mean, this is not, for people like me, that I prepare for this because the average quarantine time is about 30 days, really. People have been in quarantine for at least 30 days. And it's like, it makes sense to me to have at least that much food and water on hand to, be prepared so the government doesn't have to help me while I'm in quarantine. And do I believe that the government is going to come and take that 30-day supply away from me? No. I don't think they're interested in Joe Blow on the corner that has 30-day supply of food. Now, if you have a year's supply worth of food and there are shortages everywhere, I think, yeah, the government might come knocking on your door. But your average person, I seriously doubt that's gonna happen. So to me, that's my best advice. Prepare the best you can, and do the best you can, and try not to spread it. That's what anybody can do. I think it's obscuring the larger issues um, that are becoming more problematic with the climate change and climate refugees already. I think eventually it's all going to get worse. So being prepared and learning skills is more important now before it gets really, really bad. And that's kind of where I'm at right at the moment, is trying to learn new skills. It's like especially growing my own food, because I've gotten sick off of eating some of the food that I buy at fast food, or even sometimes out of the grocery store. It's like trying to learn how to garden and be more self-sufficient is becoming a lot more important. Because I think in the long run, these skills might be important skills that I need to share with somebody. And so right now, times are not that bad. People are panicking, but times right now are not that bad. And so the time to prepare is right now, when in it's not in the middle of a grid down crisis, so to speak, or it's not in the middle of full-blown wars. Yes, we are at war with certain countries, but that war has not made it here to the United States, on our homeland. So it, and there are others in the spiritual community that also think that something bigger is coming, and so I guess that's the point of this video today, is just do what you can to prepare yourself and your household, and not go extreme doomsday preppers. I'm just saying, just be prepared and be a little aware of what's going on in the world around you, and don't pay too much attention to mainstream media, but find more reliable sources besides mainstream media, because we all know mainstream tends to hype things up and is used as a tool of propaganda. That much I think everybody agrees on nowadays. But there are other more reliable sources of information that you can use to check mainstream media. So that would be also my suggestion, is just be aware of what's going on and pay attention and be prepared. And I think that it will give people a little more sense of security, and less prone to send people in panic mode, because most of us go through life and we're completely unaware, and then when stuff like this virus happens, it's like sends everybody into panic mode, and it's like, don't panic, just prepare, and then you don't have to worry about it. If you're prepared ahead of time, even FEMA recommends at least a 7-day supply of food and water. So it's like, just be prepared. That's all you need. Just be prepared. Prepare the best you can. Take precautionary measures and be aware of your surroundings. And I think everybody will be fine. So if you've made it this far, I thank you so very much for watching. And I hope you will join me next week for some more updates. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.